Been in business since 1993. We used to just run hedge programs for heating oil dealers. Back then, nobody heard of options or futures hedging, but now everybody's heard of it. And we do. We run if they're hedging a cap or a pre-buy, we run it from soup to nuts. I think the biggest probably advantage we have is we do all the accounting. We run a whole total profit and loss on the program so they know where their margin is all the time. Since then, we've moved more into the total buying side. We help them negotiate with the supplier, we help them buy the oil better. This industry is, you've got about half the suppliers you had 5 years ago, so these guys are getting less and less options for buying oil at the rack. So we're showing them how to go about getting, whether it be a supply contract, an index deal, a basis deal, basically leveraging their volume to buy the oil better. So we're like a full-time advocate.
Got it.
So our model is more fee-based. We charge them a consulting fee. They're with us 12 months a year, and so it's an annual commitment, but we're with them all the time. They got questions about buying oil, they got questions about the market, they got really questions about anything. Because we have over 200 companies, we get a lot of feedback on the latest, greatest techniques for doing anything, and we share that. So it's the lifeblood of their company. They got to buy the oil right. If you don't get it right, it can be financially devastating. So they got to get it right.
Yeah, and I think we've seen, especially in the last maybe 5-10 years, the volatility of the heating oil price and other commodities really increasing beyond most, I think, business owners' expectations. And so just to get a quick snapshot of your opinion of the markets, do you think that new CFTC regulations that are hopefully coming out in the next few months, do you think that will help address the volatility and rein it in a little bit in the next year or so?
No.
Appreciate your honesty.
I know. I think it's going to be a Band-Aid, unfortunately. I think it needs more oversight. That'll be a good thing. They'll get that out of it. But the volatility isn't going to go away. The money's going to keep flowing in and out. And it flows in and out of the markets for all kinds of reasons. It's no more... It's not about the fundamentals all the time or even the technicals. It's about cash flow and big firms moving money in and out of these commodity pools, and it creates a lot of volatility. Right. And it's the uncertainty. That's what the oil markets are, supply and demand. When the economic recovery comes, are we going to have enough supply? And that uncertainty is going to continue to cause a lot of volatility. So I think the markets are going to stay volatile, but I'm always hopeful it'll get better.
Right. Yeah, well, you can always hope. And in the meantime, there's always Hedge Solutions to manage that risk and hopefully prepare companies for any sort of eventualities that may come out of the market in the near future.
And we're always happy to talk to. We're still old-fashioned in that when a company calls us, we actually go out, sit down with them for a couple hours, go over all the services we deliver, and no pressure, sort of like our no pressure, straight answers. That's what we get.